Warren Buffett, Grant Cardone, Dave Ramsey, Robert Kiyosaki, Susie Orman. If you're anything like me, you've probably got your social media feed and your email inbox littered with these so-called financial gurus sending you newsletters, tips and tricks, and trying to sell you on their latest products. But the real question is it really relevant to you? In this video, let's dive into the fundamentals of building wealth and taking those first steps into getting there. The first thing to do is finding that right mentor. Let's get into it. Let's say you go to the gym and you're looking for a personal trainer, right? If you lined up 7 or 8 personal trainers in a row and they said, hey, pick one, which one would you pick? Most likely, you'd probably pick the one who was the most fit, the most ripped, the most shredded. But really, what you should be doing is finding the one who looks exactly how you want to look 3, 6, 9, 12 months from now. Let's start with the level that we're at now, right? Step 1 is $100,000. Step 10, where we want to get to, is 1 million. From step 1 to step 10, that's a 10x jump. Probably going to take us about 8 to 10 years to achieve that. There's a big difference in how we're making $100,000 and how we're making 1 million. If I'm at $100,000 now, how do I get to 250,000, right? Because if I can do that, then all of a sudden that puts me in another bracket of income, another bracket of affordability, another bracket of now I'm an accredited investor. I now have options to get into bigger, different, more institutional investments. So let's get that step done first. So here what we're going to do, 2.5x rule. Step 1, let's put our starting level, 100,000. Now, this level is most likely going to be us making a W-2 paycheck. At the step $100,000 level, we're most likely a W-2 employee. We're getting a salary, we're getting a paycheck, and we're trading our time for money. We're clocking in, we're clocking out, we're commuting to work, we're giving 40 hours of our week, etc., etc. Where we want to go, obviously in our mind, is step 10, which is the $1 million level. But like I mentioned, at this stage, we're not making a W-2 paycheck. We're doing a business. We're making investments. And at this level, we're also doing a lot of tax and estate planning. The more money you make, it's about how much you get to keep. You're going to be probably taking advantage of strategies such as life insurance, estate planning, tax planning, all those types of things, which not only help you make more money, but also save it. That $1 million level, it's beyond our reach. Let's not even focus on that. Let's focus on what's in front of us right now. From here to here, this is 10x, which probably will take 8 to 10 years. We don't want to focus on this. We want to focus on the more short term and more near term. So what do? As I was mentioning, step 2 is let's get ourselves to 250,000. Let's make this 2.5x jump. How do we do that? So most likely what we're going to do to achieve that is we're going to keep our W-2 job and we want to supplement it with a side hustle, a startup business, whatever it is. And we're going to continue to do that for the next 2 years, 1 to 2 years, maybe 3 years, until we get to that $250,000 level. Now, at this $250,000 level, we are going to be probably, maybe we keep our job, we have the W-2, but then we've got a side hustle and or a startup, a full-on startup business. The key here is that we're increasing income and we're increasing revenue. My thing was real estate and trading. So in order for me to get from the $100,000 salary that I was collecting as a financial advisor at the bank, I said, okay, I need to start flipping houses, investing the money that I had, buy a house, renovate it, sell it, keep the profit, and do that process over and over again. And at the same time, I was also doing currency forex trading, which is a high leveraged, fast paced way to make money on a monthly, quarterly basis. So, and again, the reason why I want to focus on this step 1 to step 2, this 2.5x jump, is that this can be accomplished in 2 years, not the 8 to 10 years, which just seems so far long away. Now, the key here is to find, going back to getting a mentor, we want to find that person who currently right now is making that $200,000 to $300,000 level. Again, we want to find somebody who's not making it in a high paying job. We want to find somebody who's making it through a business or a side hustle so that we can replicate and we can learn and we can copy what they're doing, right? So going back to our gym analogy, the trainer or the mentor that we want must look like what we want to be doing, right? So that's big and that's important. These people who are at $250,000, they didn't just wake up one day and they were making $250,000. Very much likely, 99% of the time, they were making $100,000 at a W-2 paycheck not too long ago, very recently, within the last 2 to 3 years. So asking them, talking to them, picking their brain, and finding out what exactly they did is going to be very, very relevant to how you can do it and copy it as well. Rather than the person at level 10 who they've got a successful business right now, they're making a lot of money, and it's actually been a really, really long time since they were at your level, probably over 10, 20, 30 years ago. So what they're talking about is not really relevant anymore, or things have changed. Once we get to that $250,000 level, all of a sudden now we've got more income, we've got more revenue, we're starting to save more money. This is important, not to let our lifestyle inflate and creep up. If we're making more money and in turn we're just spending more, or the spending goes up with it, then we're really net negative, right? We're not growing as much. So that's another key thing to remember. As we're 2.5xing our income and revenue, try to maintain and keep your lifestyle at the same level for this short-term period. Now, once we're at the $250,000 level, what's the next step? Let's do one more 2.5x jump up to $625,000. Step number 3. If we do another 2.5x jump, that's going to put us at $625,000. Once you get to this level, you're probably going to have your business. You're going to be making enough to where you can quit that W-2 paycheck job and pay yourself, support your family, and all of a sudden you've got enough money not only to run your household, but now you're going to start investing the overflow, the profits, the money that you're making above your lifestyle. And the last thing to remember is at this level, Now you're going to start working with a CPA or an accountant and start trying to figure out how to save money on taxes. Because remember, as we know here in America, it's not how much you make, it's how much you get to keep. And Uncle Sam is always watching over us, trying to take our hard-earned money. If you can go from $250,000 by working your job, doing your business, and you can get to the $600,000 income revenue level, by that point, you're most likely going to be driving most of your income and revenue from your business. What does that mean? That means now you should be able to afford to buy back your time, your energy, your effort, and quit that W-2 paying job. And now you're focusing all full-time 40, 60, 80 hours a week towards your business. You've now saving more money. You've got more money to invest. Either you're investing back into your business, more products, more services, more inventory, whatever your business is that you're doing, or you're taking that money, you're putting it aside, you're investing it into other things to generate more passive income, real estate, trading, etc., you name it. You're most likely going to be able to afford to work with a CPA, a tax attorney, a lawyer, and you're going to start working on putting in place an estate plan. I don't want to be paying it back to Uncle Sam in so many taxes. So these strategies now start becoming very, very accessible and relevant. And your CPA and your accountant will walk you through it. All of a sudden now you've got your business. You start talking about deductions, write-offs. If you've got real estate, you're doing cost segregation studies. All these types of things where this is where we talk about how you can make more money as a business owner, but at the end of the year, have a smaller tax liability than a $100,000 working employee. So again, to recap, 2.5x. This is the goal that we want to do. Break down our overall larger goal into smaller actionable steps. 2-year goals, 2.5 times revenue growth and generation, and working our way building up step by step by step. Take our focus away from doing the 10x and focus on what's in front of us, the 2.5x. Again, this is a process and a strategy that I've done myself very, very recently over the past 3 to 4 years. It's not hard, it's not rocket science, but you're gonna have to put a little bit of elbow grease in there and make a commitment to do it. I'm gonna continue to make more videos like this. Hopefully you guys find value in it. If you do, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, and I look forward to seeing you next time.